At the moment, the buying cycle is quite different. So how is your message going to arrive in the, let's say, front of that prospect, right? You need to be present on social media channels, you need to blog articles, you need to find that specific keywords that people are looking online to interact with them. You need to build emotions. And I said this before in the short conversation. Marketing for me is everything about emotions. You're buying based on emotions. Marketing, in my opinion, sometimes is a lie because what you bought and what you get sometimes is not according to reality. I'm not saying that that's the way that you should do it. You should build your trust, you should build your audience with the right set of expectations. But in the end of the day, people are buying based on emotions, right? So the buying journey usually starts from Google. You need to be found online. And as I said before, the right keywords. And I'm going to explain you a little bit further how you can find the specific keywords. Every time that you have a question, just interrupt me. You don't need to raise your hand. Your hand, just let me know. A little bit of history. I wanted to be a history professor. That is why I made this nice details here. So the main story here is that Facebook feed is changing, right? If in 2014 there were 1,500 stories, probably now it's 200 times more. I was reading something interesting a couple of days ago. I don't know if you know, but Facebook changed the social feed. So now Facebook is more triggered to publish in the newsfeed, friends, family. So your post, even if you like a Facebook page, before that it was probably around 5%. Now it's even less. Why? Because Facebook are motherfuckers and they want you to pay for your audience, for your message to reach, right? Inbound marketing is everything about organic reach. Okay? One of a trick in if you're one of your main social media channels to reach your message is to do Facebook stories or live videos. Okay? Every time that you're creating a live video, all of your followers are going to receive a message. Okay? That's a trick that not so many people know. Every time that you're doing a live, all of these 50,000, 10,000, 200 people that like your page are going to receive a notification. It's such a, let's say, it's probably on Facebook the only free tool in order to convert.
Stories, how many receive a notification?
They don't receive a notification, but they receive the pop of the image. So if you are the last one, let's say they open, at the moment that you're going to ask and you're going to answer all of these questions, you're going to know where you should spend your marketing efforts. Even if you are speaking about organic traffic, even if you are speaking about, let's say, paid advertising. If you're going on Facebook and you're doing paid advertising all the time, okay? So HubSpot, buyer persona, close, emails, workflow, lead scoring, CRM integration. What is lead scoring? What means that based on what I said before, that you need to place the right content in the right context, you need to give a score to your leads, right? If somebody is, let's say, submitting a form and is already interested in that specific product, you're probably giving the maximum for it, right? So your sales team or yourself, depends who's taking care of the sales, um, should focus the energy on that specific lead. If somebody is completing a form only for the white paper, is receiving less score. If somebody is asking for more information regarding that specific service or product, you're receiving a higher score. Okay? And you should place your leads in the CRM. How many of you are using the CRM? Wonderful. HubSpot CRM is probably it's a free one. Definitely is integrating with your email. You have also Signals. Signals is a really cool tool from HubSpot, but every time somebody is opening the email, you receive a notification. If you attach, let's say, a PDF or you have links in that email, you're getting a notification that that person clicked on that specific link or download that ebook. Okay, so it's called Signals HubSpot. So automate email nurturing means that you need to create a sales funnel, right? So based on the actions from the first time that they have an interaction on your website, from the moment that you're sending the first email, don't try to sell from the beginning, right? I hate emails, honestly, I hate emails when I'm receiving an email and they're saying, hey, by the way, I see that you subscribe to our website, here is our products. It costs $99. I'm not interested at the moment. Create a nice learning experience. Usually, for example, when I'm creating an email funnel for my clients, probably from the fourth or the fifth email, I'm actually sending them to the product or service page. Make sense what I'm saying? No?
What do you send? What kind of emails do you send for you?
Thank you email, that's the first one. So thank you very much for subscribing. We're happy that you're part of our community. Second email, I'm sending them to a blog post. The third email, I'm sending them to a podcast or video interaction or a message from the founder. The fourth email, I'm sending them to, let's say, a promotion. The fifth email, I'm sending them to the sales page. What are you doing? What's your business?
Well, I'm a software developer.
Okay.
It's not. I'm not yet in this form, so, but I'm very interested in more. Because it will be a top back software.
Definitely.
Working on a project for the wheelchairs. So this has been on my mind. It's sorry to interrupt, but
No problem.
like, what could you give an example of, a high sequence on a product that is a high ticket and not so interesting?
I'm going to show you, I forgot to mention. So after the presentation, I'm going to show you a strategy, point by point, exactly how I'm doing the strategy for a customer. And you're going to understand also the email sequence, social media, and so on. So, using context and personalization. Personalization is the key, honestly. When I'm receiving this email saying hi, I'm like, come on. In the end of the day, you already have my name because I submitted that my name, right? It's so easy in platforms today, and like in email clients to say hi, comma, first name, close the comma, uh, and after this you're starting the email, right? So personalization is actually the key, right? Be personal. Speak like you're speaking to a friend. Speak like you're speaking to your customer that is in front of you. Okay. to deliver tailored message, continue to engage with delight, and hopefully upsell your current customer base into happy promoters of your company, right? Because in the end of the day, what I said also before, some people raise two hands. I'm going to give you some nice statistics. Companies that are actually doing blogging, they have 55 more website visitors, 97 more inbound links. If we are speaking about SEO, among everything that people are saying, keywords optimization, meta tags, focus keywords, and so on, for me, SEO means inbound links. What is the inbound link? Exactly. So Google today understand or are ranking websites better based, in my perspective, on two factors. How many inbound links you have to your website, and they need to be quality, and a nice user experience. So for example, on Google, in Google Analytics, you should create goals in order to understand how many people are actually converting. Right? And they get 444 more index pages, right? So that means blogging, they generate 126% more customers. I hope you're going to blog today or start blogging. It's a long way. People that are, or let's say my customers are asking me how much time is taking from the moment that I start, let's say, blogging until I'm getting a customer. It's going to get probably 3 or 4 months. But if in the beginning you're going to spend money on paid traffic, in the long run you basically want unbalance, right? So you want to target that specific keyword. It shouldn't be only about you. Blogging for me is about educating your customers. I used to work for a company and they were doing SPC solution, and they were a big tech company, and they were working with Daimler Chrysler, Mercedes, Gillette, and so on. The moment that they were blogging, after 2 months, they started to get traffic, and they started to get customers. The idea is behind that you need to do blogging for that specific buyer persona. So let's say if that audience, for me, in my case, it was the engineers, they were the ones that were the decision makers. So everything for us was about educating these people, and in the end, it was a call to action saying, hey, get in contact with us or download that white paper. Okay? So blogging is not the only one. Sprout Social, that's one of my top tools in order to share and automate the social media presence. The advantage of Sprout Social is that at the moment that you're sharing something, based on the algorithm that they have, they're going to post on the right time that your audience is most engaged with your content. And you have some nice analytics, and you can say, okay, I'm going to share that specific post on Facebook only for male that are between 25 and 35. So it's called Sprout Social. Social mention, one of the best ways in order to get more traffic is to get in touch with influencers. In the end of the day, you just need one simple retweet from an influencer that has, let's say, 200,000 likes on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever is that channel. So with social mention, you can basically search for influencers based on specific keywords. My advice with influencers, because probably they are bound every single day with message, hey, by the way, can you share my content, is to build relationships. Is like you're asking for an advice in a conference, but you need to build that specific relationship. Say hi, share that post, say great content, I love your work, do your homework in the sense that I was reading the specific book that let's say, you wrote on that specific subject. I really like your approach. What do you think about? Okay. If you don't like to go for strong social, you can go with a tool that is free. It's called Bungkus or Buffer. Probably you guys heard about it. Clear so far? That is free. Google Keywords Planner, probably, in my opinion, is one of the best tools. You have others that are more sophisticated, like for example SEMrush, that you can do your homework on keywords. The advantage here is that if you're searching for a specific keyword, you have two columns. The first column is volume, and the second column is competition. Let's say that you have a keyword that has low volume and high competition. That makes sense that you shouldn't attract that specific keyword. You should search for, let's say, medium to low volume with medium and low competition. You can go a little bit more in depth, saying long phrase keywords. And all of these keywords, usually how I'm doing, if I want to write a blog article, the first thing that I'm doing, I'm going on the Google keywords, I'm searching for just the way we wrote about top 10 things to do in Ubud. And I'm saying after that, can you please have a look on our blog post? We think that we generated some interesting points. Can you please share or mention about us on your social media channels? Okay? So BuzzSumo and Google keyword. Low volume, low or medium competition. Okay? Call to actions, landing pages, and forms. You can think a little bit different. Download the white paper, attend a webinar, podcast, and so on. You can create some. This one, for example, was created in Canva. It's a free tool in order to create images.
What's it called?
Canva.
C-I-N-A.
You can create from Facebook covers to Twitter covers to call to actions to papers, brochures, covers, and so on and so on.
My landing page is good for SEO.
Yes.
Are they indexed? Do you recommend?
In the end of the day, you're going to use some keywords. You're going to add some specific keywords. I mean, like it's not converting as much as, let's say, that is a page like 600 or 1,000 keywords, because it shouldn't be like a lot of text, but it's ranking. Now, if for example you're doing, let's say, Google AdWords, you should always place after that click a landing page.
But a landing page, is it a page that you can get to from within the website or only from
No.
a link?
From a link. What I recommend is to take out the menu, because you don't want your visitors to have distractions, right?
Yeah.
So create on the landing page with title, subtitle, a little bit of text of information describing what's that landing page about, some key 3, 4, 5 takeaways, image, the form. If you're going to have distractions like the menu, home button, services, and so on, you're going to see that the conversion is not so high, right? So you don't want your visitor when they click on that specific landing page to bounce somewhere else. The landing page is doing only one action: download or place that information in that form, click the button submit. That's the only.
But that doesn't have a negative effect from, because my understanding is that Google will penalise your website if you've got hidden pages within the website, which is effectively a landing page, isn't it?
But in in the end of the day, it's not a hidden page because it's still part of your domain, it's still part of your website, and you should have like a sitemap that is submitting to the Google Webmaster Tool.
Right.
So the sitemap tool is basically creating a list of all of your pages. The landing page, people they cannot click it, let's say, on a button from the website.
Right. Okay.
So there's no, I mean, there is no point why Google should penalize it because it's still part of your domain, it's still part of your website.
Right.
One tool that I recommend you, for example, for forms, if you want to create only specific forms, is a tool called Typeform. I can show you. So Typeform, most of the time the form are like box, 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 box. Typeform, what it's doing is creating a little bit of interaction. So every time you can add, let's say, emoticons, or you can add images, or for example, in a step, you can say you can add a video. I see a lot higher conversion with tools like Typeform. You should check it out. It's absolutely free until a certain point.
So you have a kind of a handout when all these things are mentioned.
I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you the presentation. So,
Okay. Cool.
some tools to create landing pages, Insta page, and unbounce. If you have a website in WordPress, I don't know, most probably of you have a site in WordPress. Easy to integrate, it's going to be part of your domain to answer your question. I had the most results of, let's say, both of them are quite on the same level. I personally prefer more Insta page. A key takeaway from here is that also you need to do A/B testing. What does it mean, A/B testing? You're creating two landing pages with the same action in the end, like download or attend or whatever. But the structure of the landing page, let's say one is bigger, another one is less information on them. A/B testing is going to send the traffic, is going to split the traffic between your visitors, and the one that is converting higher is the one that is going to send out. So always you should do A/B testing for your landing pages. Another thing, or another aspect, is that your landing pages should be mobile optimized. It's unbelievable that I see in this current days websites or landing pages that are not mobile optimized. First of all, Google is going to penalize you if you don't have a mobile website that is not mobile friendly. Second, your visitors probably are spending, I would say, think about you how many hours you're spending on your phone every day. The first thing that you're doing when you're waking up, you're taking the phone, you're opening the website, right? So you have to have a website that is mobile friendly and a landing page that is mobile friendly. Make sense? So Typeform does the other one for creating forms, the one that I said. HubSpot, basically with HubSpot or any type of CRM, the moment that you integrate it on your website and you capture that details from people, from your leads, to be specific, you can see all of the interaction. You can see their interaction with your website. You can see basically what pages they visit, where they stayed long, what products or services they are interested the most. So the moment that you're sending an email, you basically can say, hey, I know that you're probably interested. You need to appear a little bit, just giving like an example from my mind. You can say, I see that you're interested in that specific product. Here is an offer for you, right? Because you need to understand the buying cycle and what I said before, the right content in the right context. Okay? Lead scoring, email, marketing automation. Again, HubSpot CRM. There are a couple of others. Salesforce is one. MailChimp is probably the most common tool in order to create email automation. You can use also ActiveCampaign. That's more, let's say, sophisticated than MailChimp. You can create funnels in different variation according of how that specific lead interacted with your email. Means that, for example, you're sending the thank you email, but they don't click on that specific action that you want on the end of the email. You can send them a reminder. If they're interacting, you place them back into the loop with the end action of buying or attending or whatever is going to be that specific action that you have in the end. Okay? So CRM, I said this before. Smart call to action. Smart call to actions means that, let's say that you have a visitor that arrived on your website and you have on your banner download ebook. Every time that person is coming back to your website and you already submitted that action or clicked on that button, download white paper, you want to show them a different call to action, right? Or a smart call to action. You already have the cookie from that specific visitor, so you can change the call to action. The next call to action maybe should be attend a meeting or get a free consultation for 30 minutes. Make sense? You can do this with HubSpot, and there are a couple of other tools that are doing this. Active Campaign is one of them. So, strangers, you're doing SEO, blogging, social media sites, and mobile optimization. Putting so much effort on this one mobile optimization. So much. It's going to create so much of a difference on your website. Visitors, call to actions, forms, landing page optimization, right? Leads, email optimization, CRM, lead scoring, sales alerts. Sales alerts is the tool that I said to you before. Signals from HubSpot is one of them. It connects with your Gmail, and when you're sending that email, you receive a notification. Email, personalization, feedback forms. Feedback. Every time that somebody buys your product, you should ask for feedback. Why? Because people, they tend to be part of a community. They tend to not to feel like a number, so like a +1 in myself. But they think that, okay, I'm actually putting a stone, or the company understand that I'm an important customer, and you should always understand. You should always ask what they think about the product, your services, the interaction with your websites, and so on and so on. Okay.
One question. What's your experience? What's your experience with this feedback? How many people are actually, like percent, are actually giving you feedback?
I would say between 30 and 40%.
So okay.
How long would you send it? Or how long, like I saw the product, how long would you send the feedback or review email after the purchase? Or like after the receipt of the product?
I would say probably like 1 or 2 days after.
Maybe soon, not after they like used it for a bit.
Depends on the product. If, for example, if they already bought water itself.
Bags.
Sorry?
Bags.
So you should wait until, let's say, they receive the product, and like, don't send the email next day and say, hey, by the way, I want your opinion regarding our product, because they didn't receive it, right?
Yeah.
So wait, let's say in your case, probably I should wait like a week, or I don't know, probably you have a tracker so you know when that product is received, and I will send that email probably like a day or 2 days after they already have the physical product. You can ask, sorry, you can ask also feedback on the website. You have a tool called heat maps. You can add, you have that smiles. What do you think about our website? And you have that 5 smiles, right? Or thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it is. And after this, you can ask for the email. So I want to show you the strategy. Sorry? Bali. It's in Bali. It's in close to Ahmed.
Yeah, it's in the Kyrgyzstan. It's far northeast part of Bali.
Okay. So for example, this strategy is done for somebody that is creating courses or having a better CV. It's funny that you didn't mention the same thing.
What is it?
So it's like a direct competitor
Ah.
of yours.
And he's
What country?
he's from Italy. He used to work for LinkedIn and Google, and he's helping people to write a better CV, to be more successful in an interview. He used to do training with Richard Bouchard, if you know him.
No, I'm not saying it.
It's one of the biggest speakers, motivational speakers, career-wise.
Oh, wow. Get some insider knowledge.
So, attract website competition. You should definitely check your competition. For example, here the statistics that I'm searching and I'm looking, I'm seeing countries that people are coming from which visitors, from where are the visitors coming from? Sorry. Also, average page duration, bounce rate. Bounce rate is super important. You should have that's the lowest possible. You know what means bounce rate, right? Yes. No. Okay. So bounce rate. Huh?
How do you grab this one?
From a tool that is called SimilarWeb. So every time that you're let's say, searching for a website, you place the competitor website, it's going to give you this graphics, and it's going to give you also similar websites. So it's going to be funny because you're going to find also some competition that you never heard about. So the tools that I'm checking the competition are SEMrush, SimilarWeb, or Spyful. Keywords. What I said before.
How ironic.
No?
This is really, it's
I
really
think it's
ironic.
karma that people in who
I want to know who it is now.
Coincidence.
Just light a fire under
From the same country, UK as well.
No, he's from Italy.
But his business is Italy?
His business is online. It's on the World Wide Web.
It's not this guy out here, is it? I just
No.
met him earlier. He's from Italy.
What's his name?
He just connected with me on LinkedIn. We were speaking at the coffee place.
It's going to be funny if it's the same guy.
It's kind of, oh, right. Is he here or not? You don't
No,
know?
he's
Oh,
not
okay.
here.
Well, no, he's someone sat out there who
Okay.
does similar stuff to me. But this looks like this guy does more so training and courses. I don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a way to step.
I'll tell you my name if you tell me his.
Yeah, I'm going to give this Massimo, I don't remember the family name. Massimo. Okay. Massimo Fissionola. Filazienio. So that's coming from Google Keywords Planner tool. So we were targeting United States, Ireland, and United Kingdom, Australia, so English-speaking markets. If, for example, CV writing, okay, one thing that I need to mention here that the data is not 100% accurate because Google is not giving the data. So, but it's going to give you a nice information about visitors per month, traffic competition, and also other keywords that you should use. So let's take this example, CV writing training. it has an average monthly searches of 10 to 100 and a high competition, 1 being the maximum, right? So 0.75 is almost the highest. So what I recommended to him is to go on body language courses, 100 to 101K, it has 0.36. Or job, what is it? Interview prep courses, right? It has, let's say, decent traffic and a low competition. Probably it's more than 100 searches. Blogging, what I said before, after I'm searching for the specific keywords, I'm going to the bus sumo. I'm giving examples. So if you're writing about 14 improvements ways to improve your communication skills, you write a kind of a similar, don't use exactly, don't do copy pasting because Google is going to penalize you. Put your own ideas, your thoughts, your services into your experience. Approach these people and say, hey, I see that you're writing about 10 proven ways to improve communication. You're writing about 14. You're smart.
So you found these blog titles in the search?
Yes, on bus sumo. That's a, it's called bus and sumo. Like
So for their website, that's showing the links.
strategy for the blog post depends of your audience. If they are placed on Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups. Tools to search for influencers, Ninja Outreach, Pitchbox, Balsamo, that's another one, and that's the same one. Right tag in order to find specific relevant tags. If you're going on right tag, you're going to see also different variation or similar tags, meaning like a nice spider net from job interview. I'm going to recommend you some other tags that you should take into consideration. Facebook. My suggestion here to Facebook, don't make everything about yourself. Mix a little bit of the content in the sense that, for example, create a contest or do a playlist or do an inspirational video, links to your specific product. So don't share only content about selling. Provide also some value, provide some links from the industry, provide some interviews, giveaways, contests, and whatever you want to give. Client testimonials, such a interesting way of people approaching more and selling more. If you're showing testimonials, proven success, client testimonials work the best. I like testimonials that have a picture, a name, a LinkedIn, so I can see that it's not a testimonial written by someone from the company, but actually a real person, right? You can do like also like a video testimonial that's going to show that okay, that person really exists. Asking me anything, that's becoming more and more popular these days. It's funny, we have a friend that has an email client and she did Ask Me Anything. She received around 2,000 questions. There is a platform called Ask Me Anything. It's the different action than, for example, Quora, where you ask a question, people are asking your question. So how you should do an Ask Me Anything, announce it, let's say, a month before, and build the momentum, right? Not from one day to another. Facebook audience, tools to use on the buffer, box. You can create nice contests or giveaways in a really interactive way. Stay connected with your Facebook page. Sumo ranks, not me, is this tool. It's called Cube. So for the free version, you connect Cube with Buffer. You search for specific keywords. In my case, it was marketing and web development and mobile apps. And it's basically curating publication, articles, and so on, and it's automatically posting 2 times per day on your Facebook page. Makes sense, no? So I'm creating, I'm providing value. Instagram, buffer, text for like, find the right text, getting fame. That's a tool, for example, to it's similar to InstaPay, sorry, the other one that got closed. I don't remember right now. But basically, what it's doing, follow, unfollow, comment on Instagram, respecting all of the terms and conditions from Instagram. So every time that someone, a client is coming and saying, hey, by the way, I want to reach 2,000 followers on Instagram, I'm using a tool like this, getting fame. I can target also competition. So for example, it's following all of the people that follow my competitors on Instagram and sending them a private message every time that they follow me.
All automated.
Huh?
All automated.
All automated. And people are thinking, oh my god, this guy took extra time. And I'm saying, hey, as a hi, name. It also takes, again, personalization. So he's saying, oh, are you using Pinterest? Autopin is doing exactly the same thing. Following boards, liking boards, commenting on specific boards, sending messages, and so on. Everything in a humanly way, robotic possible. LinkedIn, so search for groups in order to whether on your audience, every time that you have a blog post posted on some groups that are relevant for your product. LinkedIn Helper is doing exactly the same thing. So it's following people, and you know what? When you're adding somebody, you can add send by message, right? Or add by message. So you can add simple, just an add button, but you can write also like a personalized message. Hey, John, I see that you're doing company name, and can you please follow me? I would love to do business with you. This tool is doing exactly the same thing. You say social media people in Australia, in Sydney, that are marketing managers or directors, and it's adding all of these people on LinkedIn. And this one, GPZ Web, is creating lists. So you can say the same thing. Social media directors, Australia, and is downloading in a Excel file all of the profiles.
For LinkedIn. Okay.
For LinkedIn, that's only for LinkedIn. Quora, really recommend you this platform. For podcasts, it's free traffic. Everyone that has a podcast is going to say yes. Why? Because we need people to appear in that podcast. Start small, from small creators, and go a little bigger step by step. Journalist outreach, help a reporter. Basically, you create a nice press release and you say, hey, I see that I want to help a reporter on that specific industry, and you're sending them all of them a message from this platform, helpareporter.com. Forms of action. So, for example, get access, get your free copy, schedule a call, send me a coupon. These are oriented. What I said about scarcity. Get first interview course for free, register now, and it's valid only for 1 day, 12 hours, 30 minutes, and 15 seconds. Right? And I want to show you another one that I really like. Before you leave, so every time that somebody wants to close your website, it's going to appear this pop-up. Before you leave, sign up for a exclusive offer, get X amount of euros, dollars on your first course. Let's say, take this example. The offer is valid only for 15 minutes. Time is ticking, so everybody's going to be like, holy shit, I'm going to win 10 euros. It's unbelievable. When it's going to reach zero, it's going to basically reset.
I find them really annoying.
I found them the shit annoying, but they're actually working.
So it's not. If they work, then
They work.
It has been market tested.
yeah.
It has. But desperate for who? For them. Because they have the offer only valid for 15 minutes. You're a nice guy that is offering them. Or you see, for example, websites or landing pages that are saying, hey, we're going to sign up for our newsletter because you're going to be among the first to try our product, only 100 spots left, 100 spots available. It's bullshit because it's not the reality. If you're going to send the invitation to all of them, right? Think about how Google it was in the beginning, right? When they rolled Gmail, it was based on invitation. Everybody was running after invitation for Gmail or Google Plus and so on, so on. It's the same principle. It's the scarcity principle. So it's coming from psychology, are called Lucifer principle. Scarcity is one of them. Fellowship is another one. So fellowship means 5 people are booking now, 5 people, 10 people are checking this. It's amazing. Authority, meaning that as seen in Huffington Post, Forbes, The Verge, and so on, means that okay, this person is really important. So these are all of the principles from Lucifer. You should check them out and use the right angle and emotion in order to
What's that last one you said?
fellowship. No, authority, sorry. Is seen in, and you have some logos. Yes. Limited offer, similar. So, if you want to create call to action Canva, button optimizer, that's really one of my favorite tools in order to build scarcity. It's called use FOMO, meaning that only 10 tickets left on this website, and you have the last purchase from Santa Monica. So basically what this tool is doing, you write some messages, you write some countries, and on a specific time is going to appear this pop-up on the website saying that that product was bought, that service was booked, and so on and so on. And you can put whatever, and basically the points, only these two are mandatory, the rest are bullshit, download, and share. Okay. And they can use it. Similar. We can add also a testimonial in the end, right? So we said about unbounce is a page. Close, emails. So let me show you some email. Yeah, a nice thing that you can do, you can create like this sequence. So if, for example, somebody wants to unsubscribe, you're basically taking him through a journey, right? So if it's arriving here, if he's saying that, okay, the content is bullshit, it's not interesting for me, but he's basically saying that, okay, if there's something interesting here, he's going to wait for it, right? So you're building expectations. So, subscriber, welcome email plus video, second email, blog post, third email, strategy for a successful something. So, again, providing value for your subscribers. Fourth email lesson from your company that worked for us. Invitation to a webinar. So, only on the 6th email, I'm sending them to the specific page, right? Of course, invitation plus discount. Thank you email because they bought. survey question because I'm really interested for pay. I'm going to send them a message. If it's raining today in Bali, send me a notification. Go on this website, it's not called recipes. And if you have a lot of recipes, so if somebody was following me on Twitter, send me, place that specific person on the list. If I receive the Instagram like, send them a message, and so on, so on. And you can create more. So here are only two actions, and Zapier it creates more interaction, like more steps. You can connect it with Gmail, with Facebook, with all the social media channels, with Google Drive, everything that you with Apple Watch, and so on, so on. If you need. If you want also to automate Bungkus, if you don't want to, if you don't have time to write, so let's say that you have, like, let's say 30 articles, you can use this plugin for WordPress with all posts. It's basically the last one is going to come, the first one is the first day. And people are going to say, oh my god, they create some new content. Most satisfying experience, between 8 and 10 people are going to recommend you. So they're going to come up, that's called Net Promoter Score. You should always have a scale on your email when you're sending feedback. Survey might is type form, incentive, analytics, in order to do social media monitoring,